Earlier in the week, the Cleveland Cavaliers made a huge deal. In fact, they made a bunch of different deals, and it was quite impressive. I was like, wow, they made a bunch of deals right at the trade deadline to make their team not only better, but younger, and I really liked it. I really props to Kobe Altman, the general manager of the Cleveland Cavaliers. I was shocked. I was impressed. I thought they did a great job making moves, and I want to talk about that right now. So first, what the Cavaliers did is they got rid of Isaiah Thomas and Channing Frye. They sent them to the Los Angeles Lakers. They got rid of Jay Crowder and Derrick Rose, sending them to the Jazz. They sent Iman Shumpert and Joe Johnson to the Kings. And they also traded away Dwayne Wade. Kind of unrelated. It was more of a favor. They sent him to the Miami Heat so he could return home and have kind of a nice homecoming moment. Now, here's why I really like this trade. What they brought in Jordan Clarkson, Larry Nance Jr., George Hill, and Rodney Hood. They acquired them through trades. I really, really like this move. That's fantastic. I'm going to offer analysis of that in the next topic, and I'm going to break down the trade in the very next topic. But first, there's something everybody is missing from these moves. It's like they have a patch over their eye. They just can't see something from this. People aren't realizing the Golden State Warriors still exist. Like, we're all excited. It's great. The Cavs significantly improved. It's really awesome. But here's the example I will use. I drive a 1995 Toyota Corolla. And friends of mine, I used to work at a car place. Friends of mine from the car place would tune up their cars all the time. They would make small adjustments to make their car run better and a little bit faster, and they would race them around. They went off-roading. They did all this stuff. They would tune up their car to improve their car. Well, a Bugatti Veyron is one of the fastest cars in the entire world. It goes 268 miles per hour. And that's closer to 300 miles an hour than 200. A Bugatti Veyron is a world-class car, one of the best cars, and one of the fastest cars ever to exist and be street legal. No matter what kind of adjustments I make to my 1995 Toyota Corolla, no matter how much I tune up my car, I will never, ever beat a Bugatti Veyron in a race. It's just not going to happen. All the trades and all the adjustments that the Cleveland Cavaliers made, they're still not able to beat the Golden State Warriors. And that's the narrative everybody's missing, and it's been kind of driving me nuts this week. We're going deep into the analysis. Oh, it's good. There's this, there's that. The Warriors are still out there. Like, the Warriors are not beatable still. I don't know. That's my one thing. I did like the trade. Yeah, I thought this was good. The Cleveland Cavaliers are better at shooting. They have better defense, and now they have 3 months to kind of figure it out and see if they can compete with the Warriors. I don't think they can. Once Kevin Love returns from his injury, the Cleveland Cavaliers roster will be roughly this. This will be their starting lineup. George Hill, LeBron James, J.R. Smith, Tristan Thompson, and again, Kevin Love when he returns from an injury. And maybe Osman, I don't know. I'm not an NBA coach. But man, you're telling me that collection of guys, LeBron's in there, great, but that collection of guys cannot beat Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green. Like, guys, you can tune up your car all you want. You're never going to beat a Bugatti Veyron in a race. The Golden State Warriors are Bugatti Veyron trying to race against a Toyota Corolla. I love the Cavs, but it's not happening for them. They're not going to beat the Warriors. Congratulations to the Golden State Warriors on winning another NBA title, because that is what is going to happen. They made great moves. The Cavaliers did a fantastic job, but they're still not going to beat the Warriors. I'm not convinced anybody can beat the Warriors. Just pointing out, I like the move. I hope I'm wrong. I would be so happy if I was wrong. God, I'm rooting for the Cavs. I want the Cavaliers to beat the Warriors, but I just don't think it's going to happen. I don't think it's possible. Let's break down the trade, though, anyways, because the Cavaliers made a ton of trades at the All-Star break, and I have a lot to say about them. I think it's fantastic. I think they made great moves. And once again, if you missed it earlier, the Cavaliers got rid of Isaiah Thomas, Channing Frye to the Lakers, Jay Crowder, Derrick Rose, Iman Shumpert, Joe Johnson, and Dwayne Wade. A lot of names. They brought in Jordan Clarkson, Larry Nance Jr., George Hill, and Rodney Hood. I'm sorry, one of the rules in broadcasting is don't name a lot of names in a row. I apologize. I just did that. Get over it. I think this is great. These were incredible moves. I don't know. I knew they were going to try something at the All-Star break, but I just did not think it was going to go as well as it went. I mean, this really, Kobe Altman, the Cavaliers general manager, could not have done a better job. This was incredible. I don't know. I just criticized them. I said they're not going to be able to beat the Warriors, but that's a null point because the Cavaliers could not have improved their team any more. They did two major things. The Cavaliers did two major things that significantly helps them. They made the Cavs better now, and they made the Cavs better next year. LeBron may want to play with this roster another year, but even if he leaves, so LeBron might want to stay. He might want to stay with this Cavaliers roster they have in place now. But even if he leaves, even if LeBron James leaves the Cavaliers, they will be okay. They have a good roster in place. They got younger, they got better at shooting, and they got better at defense. The new guys they have in place are a much better fit to play with LeBron James. They got rid of a lot of guys who are ball dominant, guys who need the ball in their hands to make plays. The Cavs got rid of Isaiah Thomas, who's terrible at defense. Derrick Rose and Jay Crowder, they weren't working. And Dwayne Wade is coming off the bench now, so he can go to Miami. He can play a lot more. He can kind of have a coming home. That was really unrelated to getting rid of everybody else. I think Dwayne Wade was just kind of an afterthought, an accoutrement, kind of giving Dwayne Wade a favor. Here you go. Have a good end to your career. But I like this. I mean, Isaiah Thomas, this is not including Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade, I don't think was bad for the locker room at all. But Isaiah Thomas, Jay Crowder, Derrick Rose, they were bad for the locker room. They just weren't good. It wasn't healthy. There wasn't a good environment going on with them. Now the Cavaliers have Rodney Hood, who can score. They have George Hill, who's great at threes. And both of those guys are spot-up shooters, which means LeBron can have the ball in his hands a lot and dish it out to guys who can make shots. They don't need the ball in their hands. They can catch and shoot. Larry Nance Jr. is good. He's big. He hustles. He brings rim protection. And Jordan Clarkson isn't terrible. He's a good point guard. He's a good backup point guard. Good backup point guard coming off the bench. Now the key to this, all of these guys are younger. They all have years left on their contract. And the other key is they were able to keep the Brooklyn pick. They still have the Brooklyn Nets first round pick, which is going to be a high draft pick. So if LeBron does bail, you can keep the pick. If LeBron decides to stay with you, you can use that as an asset to go get a better player to play with LeBron. I like it. I think this is great. Listen to this. Rodney Hood is 25. Larry Nance Jr. is 25. Jordan Clarkson's 25. And George Hill is 31. They're younger. They're good for the Cavaliers' future. This helps them win now, and this helps them win next year. And they fixed their locker room issues. That's a huge deal. The guys they brought in came from bad teams, and they will be happy to play for the Cavs. The Cavs, being on the Cavs roster is a big reward. If I was playing for the Lakers, not going anywhere, and suddenly I'm on the Cavaliers I'm going to make the playoffs pretty sure and have a chance to play in the finals. Oh, that's awesome. I love that. I'm all for that. Now, I still don't think the Cavaliers can beat the Warriors, but the Cavaliers are far better now. They could not have made any better moves at the trade deadline. I don't think there was anything they could have done to make it so they could beat the Warriors. The Cavaliers, I'm telling you, this is the moves they made at this trade deadline could not have been any better. This is the best case scenario for them, and it's really impressive. I couldn't believe they got so much, not incredible talent. These guys there's a reason their teams got rid of them, but they do help you win. They are good role players that can contribute and make plays, and they're better than the role players they had. They're better than Isaiah Thomas, Jay Crowder, Dwayne Wade, and Derrick Rose. They're an improvement. And to trade all these assets and still somehow improve your team that much, I don't know how they pulled it off, and it's really impressive. Thank you so very much for watching this video. If you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, please share this with your friends. Tell your friends about Strong Opinion Sports. If you like this, help me grow by sharing the link with your friends. And if you really like Strong Opinion Sports, remember you can subscribe to Strong Opinion Sports on iTunes, on SoundCloud, and on YouTube. My name is Zach Schalmer. Have a great day, everybody.